Hi, I'm Mandy Simon from petbugs.co.za, and today I'm going to tell you a bit more about hissing roaches. I'm not going to go too much into breeding because this is just a basic care video and some basics behind it. So I've taken out some of the air cartons and some of the other hissers and stuff, so you can just better have a view on them. Hissing roaches is G. portentosa. They can get about 8 centimeters, but I have seen bigger before. From the Iceland of Madagascar. Now that's not really something that really matters, but anyways, basically all of this is all from Madagascar, so natural habitat is basically just rotten logs and stuff. Turn around to move on. Just help them a bit there. And then also what you will need to know is, if you want to get rich, there's over 20 known species, but they can also hybrid. Now that's not the get rich part. Some of the serious collectors, actually one of my friends overseas, pay more than 20,000 rand each a hisser, but you have to prove it's a pure species that are collected from Madagascar. And how you're gonna prove it's pure, I don't know. But yeah, 20,000 grand is a lot for one roach. Obviously have to be alive. Now hissers don't make the best feeders. Ones that are over 3 centimeters I won't feed, and let me show you why. So this one is about 3 centimeters. Just want to get it to focus. As you can see, there is already fine little spikes on the hind legs. Now those spikes can seriously damage when they kick any animal. So I know lots of people do feed bigger hissers and they haven't had any problems, but I mean, my grandma's been smoking for about 40 years now and she doesn't have cancer yet, so you never know. Anyways, the hisser females give live birth. Now if you look here, this is all little teeny tiny baby hissers, about smaller than 1 centimeters, but they are not so small, not like a pallet and lobster mix you get. Then they can live for 5 years in captivity. They make good pets. I have to admit they do. Anyways, the females give live birth. They carry the egg casings inside them, and eventually when the egg casings hatch, they just, I don't want to say abort, they just basically give birth. Then your females and your males, there is a difference. Okay, the male's antenna is a bit thicker, and as you can see, both species are wingless. So it's not like the Turkestan where males have wings, females doesn't. Let me get one. Okay, so this one is a boy. You can see here by the big horns that he's got here. Oh, sorry, out of focus again. Focus. There we go. So he's got the big horns. Most of these in this thing is still small. The males do get quite a lot bigger, but these are still small. Then your females, they also have horns, but as you can see, it's basically flat. It's not as pronounced as the male's horns. Let me just get another female to quickly show you the difference. Sorry, I don't mean to put you on your back. Okay, just calm the hell down. I'm not gonna eat you. Not tonight anyway. Still got some KFC left. Okay, so as you can see, this is also flat horns, where the males have big bumpy lumpy horns. Now the hissing sound is obviously one of their defenses. They hiss, basically they don't do that like from the inside, you know what I mean, like you know, like doing it with their throat or whatever. They basically just rub different body parts together to make that sound. But if I were you, I would be quite afraid. But I mean, what more does a roach need to be scary? Now the hisser roaches, you can train them. Yes, you can train them. You can feed them bread and make them stand on their back legs, basically like one of these Maltese poodles, except I'd much rather have a roach than a poodle. And I don't think they needed a fence, considering it is a 7 centimeter roach, or bigger. They can get bigger, and also kick off the hind legs that has spikes on them. And this can actually feel like a needle prick, and it can actually make you bleed like a needle prick. But once you get them in captivity and you tame them, you can handle them, and yes, you can tame them. So these aren't being handled at all, so they will go a bit crazy. And your males also have a louder hiss than a female, but this is the female. Okay, calm down, calm down, calm down. I'm just making you famous. Jeez. Okay, so there you can see. I don't really want to zoom in properly now, but calm down. You can see the spikes on the back legs that they kick with when they get angry. And now for something other than being yelled at. I can feed them any food because I mean it's roaches, they eat anything. Except for roaches like your beef fuscas, they only eat rotten leaves, but don't worry. Those roaches are basically like unicorns, they don't exist. Now, what I'm doing is I'm just cutting open a jelly. Yep, a jelly. I do buy my roaches jellies because I do enjoy them. And for those of you that didn't know, I am a roach collector, not a spider collector, but I do collect spiders too. As you can see, I do have... Oh, this is just one of the rooms, but anyways. I do have a lot of spiders, but I'm a roach collector and I study roaches. I'm not that good at it yet. So I'm going to put in this little jelly, and I've just cut open a tiny bit of the tip there. You can hardly even see it. Basically what I want to do is I want to show you their senses and how clever they are, how good this... Anyways, that is the jelly that I give them. You can see there's already a few roaches that's going like around them, but now the point I'm making here is roaches have been proven that they do like sweet stuff. They also crave stuff, and they can drool. You know, like isn't bad enough drool, like slobbing wet, you know, but yeah, you won't actually see it, but they do drool and they can sense sweet stuff, and they do love a treat now and then, and that's why you do give them some treats, because they really enjoy sweet stuff. Now you don't have to give them jelly. I just like to buy packets of jelly and just watch them enjoy that. You can also give fruits, stuff like watermelon, papaya. Papaya is actually Jock's idea, he likes giving that to them. Mangoes, even butternut. Butternut is quite sweet for roach. Don't give them silly stuff like chocolates and crap like that. Just basically give them any healthy stuff. Well, I'm not too sure that jelly is that healthy, but I did make my stick insects alternative food when I couldn't get leaves, using jelly and crushed leaves and all that stuff. Okay, but anyway, so like I said, your roaches, they do drool when they smell something sweet. You're gonna crave like the food in your fridge, and one night you're gonna wake up and there's a massive roach opening your bloody fridge or something. So don't be ridiculous. Okay, then I have some obloconta. I'm just going to take one out quickly to show you. It's another species of hissa, but it's still a hissa. And you won't clearly see the difference between them and the normal roaches yet, but I just don't want them to get mixed up with other roaches, so this is him. Now your obloconta roaches, they get a lot bigger than your normal roaches, and they are a lot darker than normal hisses. I don't know if you can see. Okay, yeah, you can see he's basically almost pitch black. it's a girl. She's almost basically peach black. It's a lady. Anyway, so this is another one of my species of hisses, and I don't sell Malbrogontas. The normal hisses are for sale though. If you do need bigger roaches than the small ones, that's on petbugs.co.za. You can just send me an email, tim@petbugs.co.za, and I will send you a price back to the bigger roaches or even the medium roaches that I sell. I do sell the bigger ones. And yeah, I think that's basically it. Sorry, I was just feeding the other ones. That's basically it for today's roach episode with Monday 7. And I'm not bored. I actually did this for a reason. Okay, and now that I see that one, I actually forgot to tell you that roaches also molts. You don't get albino hisse roaches, okay? I've been told a million times, I have a hisse roach, it's albino, give me $500 for it. Then I say, okay, fine, I'll buy it from you just in 2 days time, because I know they will go white when they molt, and in a day or two they will darken up and they will look like any normal hissing roach. So you don't get albinos, it's just when they molt. Sometimes they will eat the skin when they shed it, and other times they will just leave it in there. You can leave it and you can take it out. It really doesn't matter. I mean, it is roaches, so I don't want to say you don't have to keep them clean, because roaches are a lot cleaner than many animals. They clean themselves like 6 times after you do touch them. And, well, that's for most of your roach species. So they are very clean animals. And then also you get tiny little beetles and stuff that goes into your roach bins. But don't be concerned about that, it's just cleaner beetles. They are not going to do your roaches any harm or anything. They are just going to help you out with cleaning. Sorry, I just had to do that. Anyways, and speaking of species and yuckies and parasites and whatnot, you get mites on hisse roaches, and it's not the parasite, so don't be thinking that your roaches are no good. I just tried to catch this beetle and here he is again. Mealworm beetle, I don't know how he got in there. Mites, and they'll cleaner mites. They sit on your roaches, they sit underneath the body, they clean them. It's not like they're going to eat them or kill them or anything like that. They just live on them, they don't do them any harm. They just eat from the mold spores, which could increase the lifespan of your roaches, so it is basically a good thing. Enjoying their little treat, and I'm going to have to put more in obviously because there's quite a lot of them. Oh, speaking on a lot of them and fighting and whatnot, males do fight, but they don't kill each other. Eventually, when you will hear his when you're not even near the roaches, and that will be 2 males fighting, and eventually the one will just back off and say, listen here, I'm not going to fight with you. I am only going to be a submissive or whatever, so you can be the main man, and he will back off. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and please go see my website www.petbugs.co.za. Today is the 9th of December. I will probably put on more roach species about on the 15th, maybe sooner, of December 2015. Or if you would like some for kitty show, or if you do use them as feeders, try and use the smaller ones. The smaller ones are also really nice for your bearded dragons. Just not like the big ones, so please. But anyways, yeah, thank you all for watching. Please subscribe, like, and that's all for today. Thanks, bye.